right, good morning, because I feel like now I'm about to get into my tangent. I'm about to start going. So I don't want anybody today is our Monday morning, right? Amazing day. I want no one to think of this as something that can't be done. I don't want, you want to know, before I do anything, I always throw in personal development because it's so huge. And if your brain, you cannot get things accomplished from what your brain does not agree with. So if your brain does not agree that in November, if you think right now in November, let me mute everybody. If you think right now in November, oh, people don't lose weight in November. People don't want to be well in November. If that's where your brain is, everything else that I tell you from this point forward, it will kerplunk and it'll just go downward, because right now your belief system is off. Right? So I want to tell you right now, if when you see, I always tell, remember when I made you get your charts, write out your charts, write what was amazing, what can actually happen for you. And I basically made you write in the upper right-hand corner, I will not be defeated. I need you today, I don't care where it is, to look in that chart, look in that upper right-hand corner, and then remember, I will not be defeated. Because that's what's important in here, is understanding I will not be defeated. I will not be, because I try, because I believe. However, in order to say that, you also have to match that. You have to do that, right? You have to make sure that that is your full belief system. So today, I know when I posted it on out that I was about to start talking about volume. Everybody goes, yo, yes, because I need to fill my boxes, right? A lot of you all, again, are promoting. If you just check on in, you're promoting, you're doing, it maybe in your brain, you're thinking this is whatever season you put in your brain, right? Because to me, I'll tell you what's in my brain. Y'all ready for this? What's in my brain? These bills come in my name. These bills come in my name every month. They don't care about no seasons. They don't care about spring, summer, winter, or fall. They're still gonna say my name. So what I do not do is say, hey, this is the season when people don't. Because guess what? They do have bills that come in your name 12 months a year. So with that being said, I'm always on how do you stay so positive? How do you stay so whatever? Because I remember that. I also remember my goals. I remember the things that are set in front of me. I remember my why. I remember why I started this business. I will tell you the same reason why I started is not the reason why I'm here today. So I have remembered to self-reflect every day why you do what you do and why you do it with excellence. So every single day, like that has to be on my brain. So those are the things that I want you to interject into your mind space pre us even talking about how to get this volume today, right? Because I need you to check your belief system. I need you to check what it is that you're thinking. And then also too, I've shared with everybody, get up in the morning. Check your E-suite. Tell you your E-suite is dictating your day. If your E-suite is not what you need, then guess what? We don't change the outcome. We change the activity of today. So maybe a lot of us need to be on the phone all day, right? Maybe that's now dictating your new day. Your E-suite dictates your day. Those who don't know me or maybe checking this out as being a celebrity stylist and a salon owner and all the other things in which I do, there's time frames in which I walk into the business and I say, hey, you know what? I'm really not hearing it today. I'm not about to do this, blah, blah, blah. Then I walk to the front desk and somebody says, oh, well, that color job, you know, that you were banking on, that color job, yeah, they're going to take that off the service. Maybe that was a $300 color job, right? Well, that activity just dictated the fact that maybe mama stand a little bit longer and mama got to do a little bit more services, because still, guess what? As a commission professional, and that's the way that I'm compensated, I still have to make that extra 300 up. So I'm letting you know right now, we are at the 11th, 12th of the month. Regardless, everything that you're doing right now is pulling you towards the 15th, which is your check, right? So maybe if you're not gonna, if right now your activity isn't looking the way that you wanted to, and you're not gonna be able to get that check, I'm gonna tell you right now, maybe you're having a different Monday today than what you thought you were gonna have. If you this past weekend were on my team, because there's gonna be a team meeting today. If you're on my team and you are not fully boxed and it's the 10th, your activity is gonna look a little different. If you're boxed right now, you can move into volume mode. If you're not boxed, you have to be volume and building mode. So where your E-suite looks dictates your activity. Everybody get that? Your E-suite dictates your activity. Now, if you give up on the 12th, then you won't receive the check of your dreams until January. So I like people to think about this. You give up now and you slide on out. That means your best check is coming in January 2019. I don't know about you, but like I said, my bills come in my name 12 months a year. They don't give me any rate differentials just because. And as a matter of fact, Nicor has the nerve to go up in the winter. They got the nerve. Even though it's the holidays and it's Christmas, they like, hey, you're running this heat. I need them coins with that T. I need them coins. Okay? So what I'm going to do for you today is teach you how to gain volume. So I need you to get your mind right first. So you need to write that. If you got to write that, write that. You got to get your mind right. Remember I told you about minding your business is how you hear that word? Are you minding your business? So I want you to flip it around. Is your business on your mind? This morning, when you got in here, is your business on your mind? Are you minding your business? Is your business on your mind? So now what I'm going to do is tell you some things from a foundation standpoint. There's always, I want to say this because I get all these questions all the time. There's always an advanced method to something. Always. But think about what you do. If you don't have core foundation principles to a T, down to a pack, it is very difficult to jump to advance. Okay? All of us probably, or maybe none of us, can swim, right? We can swim. I don't know. Maybe some of us can. I can't. You can get in the water. You can doggy paddle. You can look cute in the water, right? But if you're sitting around here asking Michael Phelps how to get to the end and how to get the gold, you have literally lost your mind if you are not willing to train and do everything Michael Phelps is doing to get the gold. That is the same here in sales. That is the same here in being able to acquire this business. You have to be willing to get your foundation together. You can't get to the advanced script, the advanced, okay, so when they say this is how you do. You have to understand the basics first. You have to be able to get in and get out. So now what I'm going to do is transition this on in. Tracey, what are you talking about? What is basic? Hey, sales. Sales is a transaction. It's a transaction. So when people say, I hate sales, I'd be like, be careful on what you're saying. Because guess what? Whatever you do, let's take it works out of here. Whatever you do, if a sale, a transaction does not occur, no one in the CEO office and the human resource can pay you. Because if there's no sales in the business, hey, how many of you been driving around seeing going out of businesses everywhere? I know Sears, I was just at the mall yesterday, Sears is going out of business. And usually in January, you see all the businesses that really took a huge fiscal punch and they're going out of business. So I need you to be careful when you utter the words, I do not like sales, because sales keep you in business. Sales allow you to have your paycheck. Do not slap the salesman in the face because guess what? We need sales. What I want you to change that with is sales is a transaction. So when you go to the store, hey, we all love some great shoes, right? We all love a great purse. Yo, yo, yo. We love different things. So when we go and we get to the register, the sale, S-A-L-E, the sale that has occurred is a transaction. When you get to that register, it is $20. You then take the cash, you give it to them, you pay for it, they put it in a bag, you go home. Sale is a transaction. Now, there is types of sales. Most people, when they say they don't like sales, they do not like pressure sales. Pressure sales usually puts people in the mind frame of being like at the car dealer or the furniture. Anybody walk into the furniture store and then you can't even get your foot in the door and they already, hey, do you want anything? You need a bed? Do you need living room? Why are you here? Hey, what I want you to do is go back on the other side of the room. And when I get there, when I figure out what I want, hey, about I come get you. You get on the lot, you get out of the car. Have you ever like, I used to work in car sales. So I didn't sell cars. I was in the marketing division of cars. So I would sit in the marketing office and I would tickle my fancy because the car would come in and then the car salesman would act like little rats. They just out in the, they're around, they're ducking around the car. They're waiting for you to get on out. And then as soon as they out, they jump on you. And I'm like, Lord, have mercy. I bet you people want to run people over. Because remember I told you my brain is very curious. I bet you they just want to run you over and then just like ride through the lot. Has some of y'all ever just rolled through the lot? Like, I don't even want to get out the car. I'm so scared that somebody is going, goodness gracious. I would see that too. And I would start studying behaviors like, man, people love sales. They hate pressure sales. Just so you understand that. So the best thing about what we do in 2018, so I'm going to give you this. The best thing about where sales is right now is this relationship building. So the millennials have done an amazing job of something. Okay, so I remember when we were coming on up, we were saying the millennials get on my nerves. They do this, they do this, they do this. Well, millennials have done a great job of literally just making people talk to the hand, step back, listen, I'm going to find out my information. You will not get me this way. They've done a phenomenal job of making blogs and things of that nature. So therefore, they can dispel all of this. They can literally come on out. That's the generation that did it. If you study trends, that's the generation that did it. So congratulations to all you millennials, because you all kind of pushed away the whole feeling of pressure sales works. People don't have time for that. They really don't. So they'd rather go online, go to Amazon. That's the reason why online is so huge, because people did not want that. They do not want you pushing and being pushy to them. So they would rather go online and buy versus being in front of you, because they just really want what they want and they want to make their own decision. So amen for that. However, if you have not caught up to that and you're still stuck in the old way, you're going to have a very difficult time in the new economy of sales. Sales right now and is relationship building. Just so you understand, it's relationships. It is not pressure. So when you say, I don't want to do sales, and you say that, hey, I don't want to be that person, congratulations. How you function is how everybody else wants it to. So when we talk about this volume, you're going to hear me from this point forward in all of my sales training, beating you over your head with the best information of nobody wants it that way. So stop. Right? So how do we do it? How do we sell in this new world? How do we do it? How do we gain this volume? How you do it is, I've been dropping the hints, dropping the nuggets, dropping the knowledge. And even me, myself, I see my EC suite cracking literally from just constantly taking my own advice. And you want to know what it is? It's to make sure when you're asking for things that you are problem solving. So if you want to write that down, hey, every time you ask me something, I'm going to say, what problem are you solving? What problem are you solving? Everybody has one. Just so you know that everybody has one. What problem are you solving? The only way for you to get to solving a problem, you have to understand what the problem is. So I want you to know that. My business, congratulations, my business solves problems. But then in order for me to solve a person's problem, I have to understand what their problem is. The only way to understand a person's problem is to what? Have a relationship with them, have an understanding, have a conversation. So I'm gonna share with y'all something personal that happened to me yesterday as I was driving with my daughter. My daughter's 15 years old. And so me and my family, what we do is we like to break the kids apart. My son's 18, daughter 15, baby 13. So yesterday was my daughter's 13-year-old daughter. She can go be with her friend. My 18-year-old son was with my husband, and my 15-year-old daughter was with me. But that is what me and my husband do to make sure that we're having individual relationships with the kids and not seeing them as a group. Like, because it's hard. Hey, those of you all who do not have kids, hey, your kids, they come from you, but I don't know where they come from. Like, they do different things than what you know. They're not of you. You'll be like, where did you get that from? But guess what? They got that from the world. You didn't put that in them, right? So you got to get to know them. And in order to get to know somebody, like even in my own house, if you want to do this exercise, break apart people in your house. Go with your husband individually. Go with your kids individually. You're going to learn new things about them. So my daughter, we're talking, and I let her at first, number one, she's on the phone. I'm putting my phone down and I'm having conversations. I'm trying to talk to her and she's steady talking to her phone. So I was like, Jazzy, can we just talk? Can me and you just talk? She was like, sure, mama. And she took her phone and she sat it down. Fast forward to when we were in the car, because I noticed she struggled with just having a conversation. She was literally almost like in a sense going back to the phone. And I'm like, Jazzy, you're right. By the time we got to the car, and this is probably about an hour and a half later, by the time we got to the car, she was like, Mom, okay, I'm ready to talk. I have this question I want to ask you. And I said, what is it? And she said, I'm struggling sometimes. We had talked about some other things. And she was like, I want to talk about my friends. I'm struggling sometimes with some things. And I was like, what? And she was like, it's like sometimes, let me think about how she said it. She's like, it's like sometimes I don't have the sugar for the Kool-Aid. And I was like, what? She's like, you get what I'm saying? And I thought I did, but I made her say it again. And then she was like, I was like, no, what does that mean? She was like, sometimes I don't have, like the juice. And I was like, you don't have the juice and the sugar for the Kool-Aid? Oh, this is funny. So I was like, okay, let me hear this baby and just hear what she's saying. I said, help me understand, baby. What does that mean? And she was like, well, sometimes my friends are sitting and they're having a conversation and they're laughing and they're joking and they're thinking things are funny, but I just don't get it. Like, it's not as funny to me. She was like, so I find myself just laughing or doing the ha, 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 just to be in the room. She's like, but it's not funny. I said, okay. And she said, so how do I make it funny? I said, well, baby, you can't make it funny. I said, hey, there are certain comedians mommy listens to and people are dying laughing with this comedian. And I'm just like, that's not funny. I don't get it. And then she was like, well, how do I make myself like it? And I said, you don't. I said, what you do in that space is you interject who you are. Tell some things that you think are funny. Maybe introduce them to some things of you, and then you all will have a different type of relationship because it'll be the things they think is funny and the things that you think are funny too. And now as you're meshing together, you all are learning each other. And she goes, I never thought of that. And I was like, okay, so you thought you were only supposed to be friends with them? It was only supposed to be about them? And she said, yes. So just something in that infancy kind of brought me to the thought, because I already knew today I was teaching about volume. And some of the things that I hear here from even at 15, that's now kind of going on up to maybe 30s and 40s and 50s, of maybe thinking things are one-sided. Like it's only about me in the room, or it's only about the customer, not involving both parties. So therefore one can get to know each other, the person on the other end of the phone and this other person. And I know that that is the key to relationship building. So I decided to tell that story today to help you understand that maybe in your own trying to get volume, trying to gain sales, I want you to understand, in order, don't just go into a sale and think of just the problem. In order of getting the problem, you have to also understand what is happening to be able to give the solution. So just like in my daughter's situation, I want you to ask yourself some questions. Are you getting to know the person on the phone? When you first are on the phone with somebody, do you spend time talking or do you spend time listening? So I want you to ask yourself that question. Within the first 2 to 3 minutes, are you talking? Somebody told me on one of my trainings, I just felt like I'm just trying to make sure I make sure they know everything. I will tell you, you are making a mistake within the first 2 to 3 minutes if it's all about you in that relationship. If everything in that relationship is all about you, you are making a mistake. Write that down. Because if you ask me this, I'm going to tell you to go back to this training's notes. If within the first 2 to 3 minutes, it is all you in the conversation, you are not building a relationship. Because guess what? You don't even know what you're going in on. You have no idea. You don't know who you're talking to. And guess what? This training is based off your cold market. Because guess what? You're not going to make it in this business only on your warm market. You're going to make it in this business when you understand how to make it in your warm market. And then also, too, how to talk to people you do not know. So how does that look? Tracy, what does that look like? Say, for instance, somebody has told you to call them today. You have an appointment. They've told you to call them today. This is how it should sound. Okay, hi. I'm the person that's on the phone. I am the It Works rep. Hey, thank you so much. I'm so appreciative that you filled out this form or you sent me this inbox and you want to learn more about weight loss or being in wellness, thank you so much for doing that. What I want to do is I like to put things together personalized to you. So in order for me, I know I have great products. I know I'm going to be able to help you today. But I need to learn a little bit more about you. Tell me, what are you looking to accomplish? And stop. What are you looking to accomplish? Once you understand what they're looking to accomplish, get your pen, write this down. Everything they say is going to help you. Everything. Let them talk. Do not cut them off. Have some time here. Okay? You know what? They will tell you, you know what? Well, I'm really looking to lose some weight. Some people may stop there because guess what? Losing weight is hard. And also, too, they don't know you. So now they got to pour out everything to you. You may have to start asking some questions. Okay, how long have you been trying? What have you tried? What worked well? What do you want to see better? What are you looking for me to do? That's one of my big questions. What do you want me to do in this situation now? What do you want me to do? How long are you giving yourself to reach this goal? Is an amazing question, because guess what? Y'all will be shocked. I've had my team listening. There'll be people tell you they have 80 pounds to lose and they want to do it in 2 months. So if you don't even know when you're walking in, you're working with the unrealistic expectation, you do not know how to get the most and to help them the most. You don't know how to show up and meet the need, right? So after you hear everything, and I'm giving you the formula, okay? After you hear everything, do not take that moment to start jumping into products. You have not connected. You haven't connected anything. So, okay, they've now told you everything that they're looking to do. You need to now move into the connection phase. The connection phase, hey, maybe you hear something that's like yourself. Maybe you hear something that's like your upline. Maybe there's a story of a sideline sister that's way on up that you've heard. When you hear this story, please understand you've heard it before in a different format. What you want to do in that space is identify it. You know what? Oh my God, congratulations. You've been working on this for about a year. I applaud you because most people quit. They don't even keep trying. I understand that it's not working how you want to, and I understand that frustration. Hey, let me tell you, we have someone on our team. Go reach on out. Maybe it's not you. Maybe you're size 4 and you don't never had a weight loss journey in your life, right? So, hey, you know what? Somebody on my team, I remember hearing of her story, how she had tried for like 10 years. And then it was when she started to put her diet and exercise together. She taught me that diet and exercise together really does work. So I applaud you. Are you working out and are you doing diet and exercise together? No? Okay, so can we work together? Do you hear how I've not mentioned the product yet? I am right now connecting to the person that's on the phone. I'm having a relationship like my daughter who was just letting everybody else talk, right? She's letting everybody else talk. Interject yourself in there. You are special in this moment. The reason why people buy, I say this to you all the time, people do not buy products, they buy feelings, they buy people. So if you don't use this space right now in building this volume to connect with this person, you lower the chance of them saying yes. So, hey, identify, go back in. They just told you they had a rough time. Go in and connect. Now, once they have connected, this is where, number one, it's amazing if you're a product of the product, or it would be amazing right here if you're not only a product of the product, but you understand your product. So guess what? If your upline is not giving you the product dictionary, if you have not taken a look in your back office to go understand your product, you want to do that. You want to make sure that you understand. So when people are giving you ailments or they're giving you frustrations, that you could then actually solve the problem. But you can't solve the problem if you do not understand their need. So I don't want you to say, hey, I don't want to sell her. Your job isn't to sell her. Your job is to educate her or him. So what you're doing is showing up with the answer at that moment, right? So now what you want to do is you want to go down your list. And everything that that person has told you, you want to solve the problem with the product. If you notice at this moment, I still have not told you, I've not said anything about a price. I'm not talking about prices, because guess what? People will make decisions based on what they value things to be in their life. How many times have you walked in Target? I love to tell y'all this. And you was in there to spend $40 to $50, but you came out with $200 on the belt. And you personally attached to everything that's on that belt. And then when you hit at $200, you're looking at everything down and you're like, oh, what can I take off? But guess what? You have an emotional attachment to everything on that belt. You know that this is about to go in the kitchen, this is about to go in the bathroom, this is about to go whatever. And you're like, dang it, I just work longer. I work longer because I want everything that's on my belt. So I do not want you talking about products right now, prices. I want you solving problems. Solve the problem. So what you're going to do is tell her, you don't even have to mention the product's name. Let me tell you how I do this. So, hey, do you like coffee? You do? Okay, guess what? We have a product in our market right now that helps you to lose weight. Are you tired? I know you told me you're tired all the time. This coffee will help fix that. Usually in the morning time, I drink this coffee because I'm usually tired. I have 3 teens. They got on my nerves last night. And when I get up in the morning, I know I'm going to be able to be boosted with energy. It's also, too, going to help me with mental clarity. Like, it's really going to do it. Also, too, it helps me for 2 to 3 hours. Like, I hear you saying one of the biggest problems you have is that, you know, you want to eat everything in sight. Well, I drink this in the morning because it helps me to give me a chance in the day that for 2 to 3 hours, I'm not going to be hungry. It's real simple. Usually when I have it, like if I'm on a live, I'm talking to somebody, I'm like, I literally at my desk, I use my frother and I actually start it in the morning. So usually under 5 minutes, I have my answer in the morning. How does that sound to you? Oh, that sounds amazing. I have not mentioned it's $39 on loyal customer program. I have not mentioned to her even the name of the product. I'm literally solving her problem. Okay, so remember you told me you have acid reflux? Yeah, let me tell you about another product we have. It helps to keep the body at alkaline state. Do you know how important it is to be at an alkaline state? If your body is at an alkaline state, disease can't live in that body. It can't live in that body. It also will help you because it's going to help start up a light detox process. As you drink it, you're going to do it every day. What's your favorite flavor that you like to drink? I like lemonade. Me too. Let me tell you, hey, where do you shop for your, do you have flavor enhancers? Yeah, what I do is I go to Jewel and I buy all the flavors because I can't drink the same thing all the time. So I go and will give me 4 different flavors and I actually put it in this drink. So you're going to be able to drink that every single day and actually help you with your acid reflux. How would you feel if you did not have acid reflux? How would you feel? Hear the words I'm using. How would you feel? Oh my God, that would be amazing. You could probably play with your kids a lot longer, couldn't you? Yeah, I could. Okay, so let's talk about when's the last time you had a cleanse? Because you told me your system was detox, like it was really toxic. When's the last time you cleansed? Oh man, it's probably been about 5 years. Oh wow, we have a product that's really easy. Did you like cleansing? Relationship building. No, I can't stand it. I did a colonic. You know what? I know I hear people say that all the time. They don't like that process. Well, let me tell you this about our cleanse. It has 4 bottles. You'll drink 1 in the morning and 1 in the evening, just 2 times a day. You're going to drink water, eat your food. Like, is that easier for you? Yeah. Could you see yourself doing that? Man, I bet you I'm shocking you how easy this is. Do you think this is easy? Yeah, I do. Oh, okay, great. Do you notice I still have not told greens? I have not told keto. I have literally attached her problem to a solution. I have not talked about a price at all. I have gotten her emotionally attached, just like in Target, to everything that's on that belt. She wants it. She's already said yes. You're going to have a hard time when a person will have a hard time telling you at the end of this that they don't want it because they just told you every reason why they did. They sure did. They said it would be better if they didn't have the acid reflux. Oh my God, they can't function in the morning. You just solved the problem for them. You literally listened. You let them tell you what they needed. You created the answer. Once you create the answer for people, then guess what? Okay, so what you need to do, when do you want to get started on this? I have the answer for everything. These 3 products, now you're going to tell them the name of the products. that you have. You're going to tell them that they're non-GMO. Only thing in which to be able to do is to drink water to activate the product. That's all you have to do. When do you want to create your answer? Like, when are you ready for this to be over? Do you see how I asked that question? I didn't say, when do you want to spend $70? When do you want this to be over? People buy feelings and people. Feelings and people. I am attaching her to her feeling. When are you ready to do this? Then guess what the next question is going to be? How much does it cost? That's usually, well, how much does it cost? Well, let me ask you this. With everything me telling you that this is the answer, like I'm telling you, I have everything that you're looking for. What are you looking to spend when I'm telling you I have the answer? Where's your budget? If I'm telling you right now, I can do everything that you're looking for, and all you have to do is get it, what's your budget? Do you see how I still have not said what the price is? What's your budget? Well, you know what? And people will hit you with this. You're going to get 2 people. I only got $25. Okay, great. And then you're going to get the person that tells you, oh, I have 100, I have 200 or whatever. I don't care what it takes. Right? So then now it's your job. This is where the advanced stuff starts coming into play. Now it's your job to get a little creative with it. Maybe you would suggest the fat fighters, right? And you needed to cleanse. And you know it takes multiple things to be able to get this journey to do what it do. Then you can now go, let's be realistic. Well, let's say, so how long did you say you were giving yourself? Well, I'm giving myself 4 months. Okay, so let's do this. How about we start this journey together? How about we start it? I hear your budget is 25. I can tell you right now, I do have one of these products. That's the Fat Fighters. That's going to help you with this process. Now, me and you both have just went on over. You need all 3. Did you hear the word? You need all 3. However, we have to understand that at the end of the day, we all have a budget. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you the price of all 3. I'm going to break them down for you. This is more of the advanced portion. So it's going to cost you $99, $129. Now, we can start with this 25 because guess what? In any journey, you have to start. In any journey, you got to start. So let's start here. The best thing about our program is I'm going to be able to give you my 40% off discount. You already have a journey, so guess what? You qualify for my program. You qualify for it. Not, you need to get this and only keep it for 3 months because guess what? You're selling, you're pressuring in. But guess what? You qualify is not a pressure. I'm telling you, you are in the room and in the space. You qualify for this. So I'm going to help you. We're going to start out with this on month 1. We're going to do month 2. Hey, do you have any bonuses that come around Christmas time? Are there any bonuses? Maybe then we can add that to your budget. Then in January, maybe then we can add that there. We can play with this. Guess what? I am here for you. I'm going to work things for you. If we need to take things on or we need to take things off, I'm here. So what I like to do is I like to follow up with you once you get your product. Once you get your product, I want to tell you how to make it work. Once we get it to working, then let's reassess. Maybe then we add it there. How do you like that? Guess what? Some people are going to say, hey, I want you to, hey, some people right there are going to say, okay, let's go. And then guess what? You're going to get the shock of your life because I'm used to hearing this. Some people say, you know what? I'm going to make some sacrifices and I'm going to get it all today. Because guess what? You have tied them to what they want. You have now connected with them in a relationship format that guess what? They feel like they're talking to their friend over the phone or someone that actually cares. So once you have built that relationship, once you have problem solved, guess what? You're going to have an easier time doing your job. You're going to have an easier time because guess what? You're not selling. You're not pressure selling. Most people are scared of pressure selling. So when they be like, how do I not pressure sell? Don't pressure sell. Stop pushing people. You don't like to be pushed. What I think people forget about sometimes is when they get on the phone that they are still a customer too. So like when you finish, you still got to go into the store and you got to buy stuff. I want you to think about how would I want to be treated? How would you want somebody to do you? Let that be the thing that pulls you together, that's how you treat people. I speak from this space often because this is what I do. This is how I'm doing it. I know you all saw me have an amazing run this weekend of literally building rubies in 6 hours, right? It's possible. You want to know how I did it? I built a relationship with every woman on that phone, and I know why she's in this business. I know why she's coming on in and what she's looking to do. I know how fast she wants to do it. As a matter of fact, I know a lot of their kids' names already. So therefore, when people hear that you're invested in me, they're ready. Not just, hey, come on my chart. I need you to help me promote. I need you to help me get my bonus. A lot of them didn't know anything about me until the end. Even if somebody is a loyal customer and they're looking to come into this business to buy a product, they only know my story. They don't need to know that I'm this in the company, I'm doing that. Nah, who cares? You don't even know me yet. My job is to make sure that I'm helping you. So I'm going to give you some quick tips in our parting. And guess what? These are some orders and some things to help you remember. So keep these as notes. You know, I love to give y'all stuff to have. So I can tell you this. When people are making purchases, and these are just things that I want you to know in sales. When people are making purchases, they're always evaluating. Like the price of something is always what they think. There was this one study where they had this wine. And keep in mind, I come from marketing, so I love studies. And they put these wine, they put the $400 bottle of wine on the right. And then they put the $5 bottle on the left, right? They put 400 and they put 5 on one wine, but they switched the wines. And the $5 wine, it was actually the $400 wine. And then the $400 bottle was the $5 wine. And so we had to sit in the room and watch everybody come on in and drink the 2 wines, right? The people that were drinking what they perceived to be the $400 wine, they was like, oh, this is good. Yes. Yeah, that one right there. And they were like, it was the funniest thing when I watched this, is they were thinking the $400 wine was the best because in their mind, they were drinking $400 wine. Right? So when they got to the end and they did the thing and they was like, hey, now you're supposed to tell us which one was the best wine. So everybody had to vote for the best wine. I will never forget this. 90% of the people in the room chose the $400 wine. 90. It was 90.23 or whatever. Chose that wine. Right? And it was like 100 people in the room. Right? Then what they did was they pulled up the screen and then let them know that everybody in the room was drinking $5 wine. The people who thought they were drinking $400 wine were really drinking $5 wine. So I tell that story because when you are doing things, it's all about the feeling that you're projecting over to the person. It's just one of those things I want you to know. Like if this thermophyte is mentioned as the thing that's going to take out cellulite, it's going to get you going, it's going to keep your energy, it's going to do this, and you perceive that pre the price, and then you drop down to them that it's only. Anytime people ask me prices, I always say only. How much are your wraps? They're only $25 each. How much is the coffee? It's only $39. Because in doing that, I'm evaluating to them, this bad boy should be more. I say that all the time. Our fat fighters should not be $25. I've spent way more on stuff that didn't do what this did. So I want you to know that, use that word only, and understand they're getting more in this company. They're getting more than what it costs. So when you start telling people prices, I want you to help them with that. Like if you even hear a person on the phone and they're going, ooh, and you know they mean it because they think it's high. You want to know how you can use a psychology trick and trick them? You can go, I know, right? Ain't that cheap? You'll get it. They'll be like, no, that's not how. This wrap is about to tone and tighten your body in like 45 minutes. Do you know how much the treatments normally cost? Girl, we only giving it to you for $59. Do you see? So your tone and your shock of things will assist you. When people are evaluating prices, so here are the 5. This is what they're looking for. consumers are looking for ease of consumption. How quickly does it arrive? How does it increase their status? Is it really, really on the low for me to get it? Like, did I get it for a real, real big buck? And also, how great was the customer service? Those are 5 things that people are evaluating when they're choosing things. So in your presentation, I want you to know those 5 and make sure you put them in your presentation. Hey, y'all, we got a money back guarantee. Only use money back guarantee for people that you see that it actually is going to be invaluable to them. Don't tell the person that you know will send it back with the bottle half unused that you can get your money back. It's for the person that's like, I don't know, and you know she has it. You can feel it. Ma'am, listen, I believe in this stuff so much. We have a 30-day money back guarantee. Like, that's how much we believe in our brand. What? That helps. Status. Hey, y'all, how many of you all drive luxury cars and know people? I will tell you this right now. I do not drive a Mercedes-Benz because it's the best car on the market. As a matter of fact, I will tell you, I feel Toyotas are. They're the most reliable on the market. However, I drive a Benz because when I go to certain meetings, I know what sign is pulling on up. And I tell people that. They be like, hey, you love your Benz? No, because I'm really sick. I have a headlight that I have to get fixed for $250. Now I'm starting to look at myself and be like, Trey, you want to go get that Toyota? You want to go get that Yoda? Because, man. However, guess what? When I think about the places in which I go and whatever, that's what's keeping me in my Benz. I even thought about having just a weekend car. Maybe I don't want to keep buying the premium. But I'm going to let you know people do make decisions that way. I'm using myself. So where in your business can you do a rollout carpet that makes them feel like, hey, I know people are spending all of this, but I'm getting this for the low, and it's amazing. Where can you do that in your marketing that makes them feel this is amazing? Let me tell you how. You project your personal brand first. Don't even mention the product. See, some people think of this. I'll tell you, when I joined this business, it was a little $25 business to me. Just so y'all know, this is that low rap thing. But if somebody had told me that, number one, it could do this, it could tone and tighten, it could do, I could literally sit, and they made it where it was like a $600 treatment, I probably would have came around because of how I perceived the product. I would have came there a heck of a lot faster. Now, what I want to move into, that I want you to understand in doing all of your volume today, because guess what? I like to drop different knowledges on you. Again, you get in your grinds, so therefore you can get your activity. I'm helping you understand the entrepreneur side of why you do what you do. I'm helping you to understand sales, because guess what? This can be used if you do something else. This can be used in that. Everything that I teach you is crossable into any business that you ever do. This works in any business because guess what? You are getting business training, right? So when you are doing your personal branding in your business of who you are and it works, I'm going to give you 6 things that you always want to be doing in your business. Always. In your marketing, in your advertising, who you are. You want to target a specific niche. What the heck do you do well in this business, y'all? What is it? You need to identify it. Y'all, I'm the queen of weight loss. I've said it over a month's time. In this business, I'm the queen of weight loss. So guess what? Why I'm always talking about weight loss, even though we're a wellness company, is because I lost 130 pounds. Y'all see me already ready to go? Y'all see me in my stuff? So guess who doing a live to talk about weight loss and got a weight loss plan and got free guides and, you know, whatever that's tying you to me. I ain't said nothing about it works. But in all of my guides that everybody about to get for free, drop down in there is all the products that I use from It Works. So what is your target? What do you do? Are you skincare? What are you? Did you have something? One of my party I did this weekend, it helped her. So if you're on this live, I can see you. If you're on this video, it helped you personally. it's changing things in your life. Your niche is how things change things in your life. Stop watching all these pages and use them for inspiration. Do not go do someone else's journey if it's not yours. You have to create your own specific niche. What do you go after? What is it that you go after? Yay, she's here. What do you go after? I want you all to think about when you go to a Chinese restaurant. What is their specialty? Chinese food. But they will sell you some chicken. They sure will. They will have pudding. Why did y'all do? It is there, but that's not why you came. You did not come to the Chinese food restaurant for chicken. You came for the Chinese food. So you have to identify what your niche is and then sprinkle everything else in on them. But you got to identify what your brand is. Why do they come to you? People come to me to lose weight. I'll tell you that now. However, some of them still using skincare. Some of them drinking this collagen. Some of them have relief, but that's not where my claim to fame is. My claim to fame is weight loss. Identify yours. Number 2, promote your own USP. Your own USP is your own special thing that you got. How do you, say for instance, you're somebody who can make this coffee 10 different ways, right? Maybe that's not your thing. Maybe you could do the skincare. You have to identify something that is significant to you. What in this business is significant to you? Hey, maybe you are, hey, Annie, you're an amazing coach. You're an amazing coach. You know how to flip this thing in and out. You understand them charts, right? Maybe the reason why, maybe it's not, it ain't got nothing to do with product. Maybe right now in your business, you're a coach, and that's what we need to know. Then you can sprinkle on in here that you saved the product. But hey, you coach, you understand them charts, you understand this thing. That's what precedes you, because that's what nobody else has. You've been doing this for a long time. You can do it in your sleep. So I just had to pick somebody that I just knew. You're sitting in my face right now, just so you know that. Everybody, she like right here in my face. I'm like, hey, I wanted to give you an example. What's that thing you do? What's that thing you do? Think about that. That's the number, that thing. Everybody got that thing they do. What's that thing? Number 3, never advertise without an offer. Never advertise your services without an offer. So if you're out here telling me about this keto coffee and you're solving the problems down my line, hey, I want to drop some samples, drop an emoji. Do a call. If you think about an offer, it's a call to action in your business. It's a call to action. So don't advertise something without solving the problem first. Remember, I told you, I'm still seeing it down your wall. I'm still seeing people put products only, no solving no problem, thinking people gonna buy it from you. So then you're the salesperson. I'm not gonna come in your inbox and tell you to stop it. I'm just gonna, in the training, tell you that's why your sales are not where you desire them to be, because that's not 2018. So if you have your coffee down here and you're solving the problem and you're like, hey, you want a sample? Because guess what? For me, I'm real good on adding value to people. So guess what? Now I got my free weight loss guide. Don't none of y'all got my free weight loss guide. Because guess what? Y'all ain't lost my weight. Y'all didn't do what I did. Y'all don't understand how I did it. So guess what? What makes me different than everybody on this training is I lost off my body 130 and I know how I did it, and I get to train everybody how to do it. So remember I said, you got to go find your thing. What is it? That's what people are going to come to you. If you're training, and I'm going to tell you, it's not just customer. If your training is so great, you produce diamonds. How you produce them diamonds? Hey, I'm going to let you know, one of my specialties is when you come in this business, you will be a top income earner. Whoa, that's different than you want to make $200 and $300. If you tell me if I train with you, I would be a top income earner. Hey, I don't care. Let me get in here. Because I tried it with the last person, it don't work. I will tell you, I'm queen of bringing back. I'm now starting to be queen of bring back of distributors that tried this business and it didn't work. When I'm signing people to be like, hey, man, I realized maybe my career didn't do good because I wasn't under you. So they're taking a chance on and leaping on in here and paying this money literally because they're like, hey, you're doing something different. You move fast. What's that thing you do in your business? What's the thing? That's why they're going to come to you. Number 4. There's 5 of these. Number 4, you want to remove obstacles for people. Hey, guess what? If you already know people, when you get ready to sell them on your opportunity, if you get ready to sell them on the loyal customer program, if you already know what they gonna say, I don't have that time. I don't have time. You better sit here right now and create the answer, the stellar answer, because you've heard it too many times. You keep hearing it. Carmen has this very funny meme. You ain't got $20? If you haven't seen it, Carmen, you need to put it so we all can laugh at this. It is the funniest thing ever. And I told Carmen that now when people tell me they don't have $20, I'm going to turn it into a funny meme, and I'm using Carmen's face. When they be like, I don't have $20 right now, I'm like, girl, click in your inbox. You don't have $20? If you haven't seen it, ask Carmen to let you see it. It's the most hilarious thing, right? Because I already know if you hit me with $20, you need this. If you can't spend $20 right now, you have a bigger problem. You need me today. So that's how I flip it to people. When they tell me I don't have it right now. Okay, so hold on. Wait. Let's talk. I know me and you both have kids. I know me and you both have scenes. If you don't have $20 right now, and I do not mean any level of, I'm not trying to be funny, I don't want to make you feel like I'm being, but you need this business. Because literally the 4 wraps that are in your kit are going to get you 100. By you spending this and selling this, you're going to have an $80 profit. And then I'm going to be able to put more than $20 in your pocket. Do you feel you deserve that? So I told you I'm an expert in sales because I understand how to tie feelings back. Do you believe you deserve that? What's the real problem in the room? Do you not think you can do this? Because I know it's usually a feeling attached to that no. They're not saying, remember I told you no. No one is saying no to you. They're saying no to their own self. When people are not willing to start a journey and not willing to spend $40, guess what they're saying? I know the last time I spent this $40, it didn't work. So I don't trust myself to spend $40 because it's literally opening up a garbage can and throwing it down. When they tell you they don't want to spend $20 to be in the business, guess what they're really saying? Hey, everything I try, I fail. I tried this stuff before, it didn't work. So for me, it's throwing $20 in the garbage. So you have to be able to uncover that obstacle. Hey, I know. Hey, have you tried a business like this before? Yeah, I have. How many have you tried? I tried 6. So guess what I found? I found the reason why people try those businesses and they don't work is because they are not educated. So guess what? In our program, when you come in and you work with me, so I'm giving you my spiel. When you come in and work with me, I have a 48-hour rule. And the 48-hour rule, and yes, you're hearing what I say, my 48-hour rule is that we have to work together. I'm going to send you a form that I want you to fill out. Once you fill out that form, we have to set up a one-on-one because I want to figure out what it is that you do, how I can help you, and how we can get your party started, and how we can get you money this month. Because see, I don't think anybody did that to you before. Did they? No, they didn't. So can I have a chance? Can I have a crack at it? Can I help you? You know what? Okay, I'm ready. Because I attached their feelings to it. I solved the problem. I made sure I knew the obstacle was coming and I was ready. Hey, have anybody ever did boxing? You ever boxed? You haven't? Have you seen boxing? Have you seen people practice? If you notice, when they're in the ring and they're boxing, usually they're calling out numbers. Me, I love MMA. Yes, I was boxing. I need to get back. I swear I do. It teaches you things. So when they were talking to you, they would say 1, 2, 3, duck. They'd be doing things, so therefore you knew what was coming. So the more you go, and if you ever watch anybody, like I know Rachel, I don't know if she's on this training, Rachel boxes. If you ever go back and you want to see and be able to learn, just go watch it. She's literally knowing when the guy's hand is going to come on over and swoop and her head is going down. That's because she's anticipating the obstacle. She's anticipating if she don't duck her head in this moment, you're going to get clipped. Okay? You're going to have a nugget upside your head. Breon going to be mad, trying to figure out why his wife got something upside her head. It's the same thing in business. You know an obstacle is coming. You know what they're going to say. Have you sat back and studied the feelings that are attached to that no? Have you done that? Do you have the answer? Be able to get that obstacle. And then number 5, which is huge, never stop testing new things in your business. Never. So you got these 3 things. You got that thing that works. Always, every month, take one thing to retest it. And the only way you can do that is try a new product. Try something new. Go get a new, if I'm good at weight loss, but guess what? The only thing I have not tried in this company is the menopause stuff. I don't know how to test that. I'm not in that season. That's the only thing I don't know how to do. Right? Try something new. Try to see what it looks like. That is every month in your business. Always test things. Always see what else new can be done. You'll never get to a space. If you're in this business right now thinking, I just want to get to this space so I can rest, that's funny, because you'll never rest in business. I'm just letting y'all know that. I've been in business for 20 years, entrepreneur for 20 years. Your business is always forever changing. That's why you have to be flexible. You have to test new things. You have to stay with the things that are going well. You got to get rid of the things that aren't. You got to slide in some new things. And then guess what? I'm gonna tell y'all some stuff, but for all ones in the business. Sometimes you need some new people. You need some new blood. So you got to know when it's time to do that. And if you're new in the business, guess what? You don't know nothing yet. Don't be so hard on yourself. You're just learning. Everything's a test to you. Everything. Even if I tell you my keys to success may not be yours. You may be an excellent coach instead of the product of the product. You may be a product of the product and maybe you don't know how to coach and you need to lean more on your upline who can help you with your team. These are things that you will find out over time. So guess what? Insert a little patience. Be flexible. Be honest and true. Keep training every single day. Every single day, train. Understand things in business. Understand things in this business. Keep it fun. Okay? Keep it fun. Because guess what? You're forever changing. Again, if you're waiting for that one space that you get to, that then everything is all done. Oh, here's another one. I done put enough in my e-suite that I don't need to go out and start getting new people. You're going to be in trouble when people start canceling. You got to start out, hey, you don't want to be the presidential that rolls back to a distributor. You don't want to be the diamond that rolls back to distributor. You don't want these things. So this is how you're able to do them in business. It's a lot. It's okay. Take it into small chunks. Keep training. These links come back to you. Where you can find them is if you're in my group, I post them in the group. I text them to the team. Also, too, if you're a money team, underneath the training, if you're ever looking for a video, underneath the training, the video is there. So the title of it, the video will actually be there for you. Okay? So I've trained you today on how to go get some volume. You're going to go get some relationships. You're going to start solving some problems. You're going to make sure you figure out what's that thing you do, how you're going to interject that on through. And also, too, I told you at the beginning of the training, hey, your bills come in your name. You can't quit today. Your bills are in your name, not your children's. They're in your name. So therefore, you have to do this thing. You have to work your business every single day. Now, how many hours? That's what you'll set. But however, you need to work your business every single day. So I thank you so much, you all. If you're still on this training, I'm about to stop the training and I'm going to answer questions in the room because you all know that I love to do that. I'm going to stop this training. I will not be recording the questions, but you can definitely look out to tomorrow's training.